Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Right here we are continuing on with our E30 restoration, and before we continue on with the video, I would just like to thank each and everyone that has subscribed as far to the channel. You guys are motivating me to continue on with this, and yeah, this video mostly be like a voiceover thing because I had to mute out a lot of audio in the background of me and Armin just talking a whole lot of bunch of nonsense, and due to the wind noises as well, but there will be some audio like raw footage as well. So let's go. Okay, so right here, this is fiberglass that I've cut it finally, and please excuse the holes in my gloves. I need a set of gloves. But nevertheless, this fiberglass allows the body filler to be more structural or firm, if I can put it like that. Especially if you have deep dents, and it will spread it out a lot more. So that's just a tip for you, especially when you have deep dents. Just add the fiberglass in, mix it up real good, and it will bond a lot stronger. So yeah. Okay, so what I like doing is before I spread out the entire surface is I fill in the lows as best as I can, and then I spread it out as evenly as I can, just to allow that I can sand it a lot easier. Because if you're gonna spread it unevenly, you're going to have a hard time sanding down. So, but in that case, if you have an orbital sander, which you guys will see in the upcoming footage, it will make the job like way easier. So yeah. So right here, as you guys can see, Armin is knocking in an imperfection right there, and that is actually a good thing to do because once you fill, you want it as evenly as possible, as I mentioned before. So I'm just giving it a little bit of another tack right there, and then I'm going to fold it, and we'll be on with the show. So while waiting for the filler to sit on the door, I mixed up another batch of filler to fill in the imperfections on the roof, and that will just allow me to spare some time. And once I've sanded down the door, the roof should be hardened, and then I can sand down the roof. So this step is not really necessary, but believe me, it will make your life a lot easier if you get one. So what I did was I slapped on a piece of 40 grit sandpaper, and I'm just sanding it right down to not all of it, just so that to the point where I can sand down easier with the speed file and the sanding block. So I've changed over to a different orbital sander because the one that I was using in the previous footage was not like doing its job. As you guys can see, this one is working a lot faster. So yeah, I just continued on with this one right here. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it thus far. So I'm nearly done with the door. I'm just finishing up right now. That's not the final stage, it's just I'm nearly done sanding that little bit of body filler right there. So let's continue on to the roof.
I think he's gonna make me lazy, man. Because now I feel like I just want to lose it. I think maak het aan het komen. Ja, maar ik lose it.
Forty of this, not 320, 40 na?
40, yeah.
I'll organize, don't worry. Oh, so if you like wait till it's completely dry, you're gonna change. I change the water, so water. If you wait till it's completely dry.
Wait so like it's semi. That's why I always touch and I feel so.
The soft arm.
And I just need to know all this mold around. It's well like my comb as you stay in your. Yeah. That's just you say it's a reference.
You gaan even.
Wie?
You.
Als kijker hier, dat kan op jong.
Ah.
Right.
Yeah. You're the only one who's gonna know it. Nobody gonna know it. You're the only one gonna know it. Nobody else.
Ja, dat is goed. I don't think it's nobody will know.
So I've just completed the filler work on the roof and on the door, and this is what it looks like thus far. I'm super happy with the outcome, and especially with the mold right there, not right there, right there. Yeah. And I didn't expect it's gonna come out like this, but let me show you the door real quick. So this is what the door looks like, and bear in mind I will put primer on, but this will only be like a first stage. Then I'll do my checks. After the checks, then I'll have to reapply primer again. And yeah, it's quite a lengthy process, but that's what we have to do. Let's go. Okay, so right here I'm applying my first coat of primer. I'll also add the second and the third final coat. The second stage that I'm speaking of is when my third coat is already applied, or the entire car is already applied with primer, including the guide coat. I'll explain to you guys when I get to that stage, including the guide coat. And once it's completely sanded down, I'll do my checks, and then I'll have to apply primer again, sanding down the car again for the final time, and then actually applying the color. Please let me know in the comments down below if you guys like this type of content, and I would also like to know, would you guys like me to do it step for step, like the entire process of doing this job, or would you just like me when I have it on primer, on the primer stage, get it on color, getting the car done? Would you guys just like to see the complete thing, or would you guys like to watch like every step of the way? Please let me know in the comments down below. So in between coats I waited like 10 to 15 minutes. So this is the second coat right now, and then I'll apply the third coat. And yeah, let's go on with the show. So this right here is the guide coat. I actually just used a little bit of satin black and fumed it over onto the primer. And what this does is when you sand down the car, it will indicate you where's your highs and lows, and there's where the second stage come in. But I'll show you guys. That will be about it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
They're gonna see my gloves.